afraid. Lee Hyunji of the Republic of Korea goes up against Tina Radic of Croatia. It's Lee in the white judogi, Radic in blue.
I'm just shocked. Well, starts over. We know that she's got potential. We know she's definitely got potential. She just needs a lot more maturity in her judo, a little bit more savvy as far as... Oh, what a throw. Absolute belter as she throws that leg across, connects with the upper part of the body and just drives into the mat and under it. The Croatian Radic underneath there, she's still finding it difficult, and I'm not surprised. That was a very heavy fall, and but a great win, a good start for Lee. With that right arm over the shoulder, drawing down on the head. Sonkishvili had a chance there. Again, she reverts to having the right arm and the collar as well, but there's the Sasaids going, trying to break up the balance. Well, good aggressive start from the Georgian Sonkishvili. She knows she's got a fight on her hand and she's got to be physical. She's got to mix it with her. And she's trying. Lee with that really strong high collar grip there, drawing down on the head. The left hand on the right sleeve. Waiting for that moment. You can see the defensive action of the Georgian, trying to keep the hips out. She senses the uchimata or the big oguruma, and she's keeping the hips away, and she will pick up a shido for that. But you don't want to break it up and call mate, because the advantage is for Lee to come with the big one. Absolutely right.
Got to let Lee have that opportunity. She didn't use it. Just an attack would have made the difference.
Difference of them both getting
single attack, and then it's clear.
Lee just needed to really push the hips and re-emphasize that it was the hips being pushed out that was stopping from her attacking. Sonkishvili trying to throw that arm over the top. She's just not connecting enough, but will she go for the Makikomi on the exchange? Sasai attempt there from Lee, trying to break up her opponent's balance, get the head down. Now she pulls into position. This is where she's dangerous. Sonkishvili looking very defensive out there, and once more that again, left hand on the hip.
But Lee, having taken the strong grip, that doesn't come up with an attack then.
She's just been very powerful on her kumikata.
This time it was Sonkishvili that did get called for the very thing, that overly defensive posture.
Off the lapel. Throws the right hand high onto the collar, draws Sonkishvili's head down again, dragging her out there. Sonkishvili's really just got to get out of there. She's got to get her head up. Although she's not happy with that, she's actually feeding that head, and she's got to be careful. We know Lee's got that right hand that comes over. She's got to tactically take the right sleeve, work from there. do her sodi from that, do the makikomi from there, but take that right sleeve. Once again, she's got the right sleeve in position, but she's hitting into something that's already connected. Hit it as it's been thrown, and that's a chance here. Sankishvili's got to get that right hand. She's got to control the right sleeve.
Still no score here.
Nothing. There's just been a major punch-up between the pair of them.
I mean, a single
both
score
very
here
similar.
could win it.
Both very similar, but
Head down
tactically,
again.
Lee is just going. And this is, she's not doing any judo. We know that. She's just ragging her about. She's not allowing Sankishvili to even settle. But there's no real judo there. It's a tactical ploy to get the third and final shido. And rightly so. She's given herself 2 shidos. But they know that. The referees are not silly on this. Sankishvili's got to be brave now. She's got to come and try something different. She's got to be unpredictable now. Oh,
too tired.
She's burnt out now. Yeah. And Lee looks like she's just got so much more in the tank. Doesn't look phased at all, does she? She's a beast out there.
And that's when you think, well, if you've got that little bit more in the tank than your opponent, let's have a throw.
Let's see some judo, yeah. She's got great gripping strategy there. And she's got that height advantage, slight height advantage, but she's been able to connect every time with that right hand over the top. That right hand on the high collar, left hand on the sleeve, and she just works tapping the feet. There's not a lot of judo in it. Right hand throws on, takes. Well, there's a good effort there. Sankishvili tried desperately to turn in, but as she caught up in the niwaza, as you can see, Lee trying to turn her opponent over. I don't know what she's trying to attempt here. She's worked the opposite way round. She's worked from the feet upwards rather than from the head rotation. So 20 seconds remaining with 2 shidos to 1. Lee obviously looks very strong out there, still got plenty left in the tank. Sankishvili tried something a little bit different to what we've seen up until now. She did get the movement, but no score, and she needs that score. Gotta get that. Again, the arms there, it controls nicely. Nice attempt, though. Lee putting in this, well, it's the first strongest attack that she's put in throughout the whole contest. Well, Georgian team there trying to encourage her as much as they possibly can from the sidelines. Now we're into golden score. Can Sankishvili hit her straight off the attack as she throws that arm over the top? I feel that's the only chance she's got here. She allows her to connect. Then she's got no movement. She steps through again. She attacks, first on the attack. Although it's not close to throwing, but it's still a movement. She comes underneath. She's attempting to do. Has to hit her on the strip. She's allowing the head once more to get pulled down, and that could be it. Just cannot seem to stop that right hand from coming over the top. And she comes in and she's got to hit her straight off the, oh, well, there was a close one. She threw the arm and she did hit her, but she was off balanced. But now, once again, she's just drawing down the head. It's a stalemate. Here. But that'll be 50-50, so that'll be a shido apiece, and that means Sankishvili would be out. She's got to come up. Her body language is just telling everybody what we think, and that's that she's got nothing left.
Well, she knows that this is the end.
Yeah. So Lee takes the win. She'll be up against Kim in the quarter-final.
Giving it 4.
Both pick up a Shido piece. Well, I hope this is not what we're going to see all the way through this contest. Might be a possibility, though.
It's okay. If they did, it wouldn't last long.
No.
I'll be perfectly okay with that.
You would hope for a quarter-final you'd see a little bit of sparkle.
If they want to mess around and go off in a minute and a half, all right. Looks as though she's already decided where this is going to go. She had the best movement, best positioning, the most promise from this build.
Yes.
Nice stance and everything. Shame if she rolls over. Yeah, stop it. Yeah. I'd also say I'm not here for this.
No. Just get on with it.
And if you're not going to get on with it, I'll tell you what.
It could be a double
Here's the real danger.
Yeah.
And all that one of them has got to do is to recognise, hey, I've just got to attack and I can win this.
Chigari from Kim. Again, well, she's put in a couple of tags, yes, so she's at least trying.
Yeah, 2 more, a little bit of pressure on the edge. If Lee has already demonstrated that she doesn't want to attack, all that Kim has got to do is put 1 in. You put 1 in now and you'll take it. You've already attacked twice, put 1 in now. Okay.
Yeah.
And if they stopped it now, I would be perfectly okay. There's 2 minutes and no attack. 2 minutes, no attack. And you asked for that.
And there you have it.
And if I was the Korean Judo Federation, I'd be asking for my flight money back from the athlete.
She didn't come up. She didn't sort of step up the mark, did she? That was Can this be a dream come true for Stevenson? We did say with the Dutch athletes, they had a great opportunity in the positioning they were within the draw. And those that were missing well in the square challenge. Oh! A big Oguruma. Well, sadly for Stevenson, there's no arguments with that. And yeah, she walked straight on top of that, didn't she? That big high collar, that was definitely a judo lesson, that one.
Now, you tell me that you saw anything resembling that. He is hot and cold, and if it goes in that order, she was hot, cold, hopefully she's going to be hot again.
Yeah, I mean, didn't she have a bit of an uneventful match with her own teammate? That you know, could have gone either way, but yeah,
that can happen. I think what was most perplexing was the fact that her contest with a teammate was so incredibly dull and lacked any kind of action. And then when she came back for the repechage contest, it was an absolute spanking. of Marit Kamp's teammate, Karen Stevenson, who'd been having a good day up until that point. Well, it was disaster for her after that. She was completely smashed. And we didn't see any of that. We didn't see a single sign of that in her previous contest with her teammate. So I'm hopeful that we're going to get Lee Mark II.
Yeah, and well, I've got to say, Marit Kamps has had a great day. I mean, she's just been fighting out of her skin. But, you know, I think that this is a real step up for her and a great opportunity. But she's got her work cut out, I think, here.
Dennis van der Geest is on the edge of his seat in absolute hope that the Netherlands will take a medal.
Yeah, I know, and it's a shame, isn't it? Because it's been not the best for the Netherlands, not the best for Great Britain. You know, some countries struggling at the moment to get there, and every medal counts. One sheet out for Kamps.
Oh, they have had.
Yes, 1-0, isn't it? Oh, sorry, I was going to say they're head-to-heads. These are fought before.
Sanne van Dijken, she took a bronze medal. Sorry, with the greatest of respect to the Dutch, they did have a bronze medal with Sanne van Dijken. Here's another opportunity. I think you're right about Great Britain, though.
Yeah, well, just it's
out of it for
a lot
the
of
time
work,
being.
and we're working our way back. And I think the same, Netherlands, just it's not the best tournament for them, but still 3 years yet till the Olympic Games.
There is time.
Lee just looks that little bit too big, doesn't she, and strong.
She's in the old school classic mould of super heavyweights. Marit Kamps.
Shido, and any second now, these two.
It gives me the impression of one of those that if she really went to work and absolutely, you know, took things under control, she could go under 78. Karen Stevenson as well. Lee's a genuine super heavyweight.
She's having her head pulled down here, well, and Lee looking for the Shido, right, for her. They're not going to let that go all the way.
Crushing.
And
this
she
is crushing.
might
Oh, they've
get
given
one.
it to... you saw the shape of the referee there.
Yeah, I thought so too.
Yeah, he wanted to give it because she didn't do a thing. Yeah. She dominated the grip, didn't do a thing. He turned to face, and they said no.
Maybe best in that situation to give both. Maybe just best to give both, and then it gives a message then to Lee to say, no, this isn't the way you're going to win this.
No,
you know, because what will happen is she's going to do it again, and then when we get to the third Shido, they won't give it for a while. Oh, that's too late now anyway. So Ashiguruma and Kamps goes over, and Lee wins by Ippon.
Lee Mark II then.
Yes, it was Mark II, wasn't it?
That was how she disposed of Karen Stevenson in 17 seconds. No hanging about, got hold of a whack. And here, it took a little bit longer, and it was slightly less attractive, what led up to it. But the finish, you could have Lee on the highlights package twice, because when we see the replay of this, you're going to see a couple of things. Complete control with the